Hello, Flosstube. Today is Wednesday, July 25th. I was supposed to be back last week, and I've been doing this and doing that, and I just didn't have it in me. So, plus, I wanted to get my room done because we need things on the walls, according to a couple people. So let's take a look at what I have on my walls. So this wall hanging was made by my girlfriend's mother. She's a quilter, and so those pockets here, the little pockets, are the insides of my old Vera Bradley bags. That the outsides didn't look so good, but the insides still looked really good, and I couldn't just flip them inside out and use them. And so I kept saving them. Like, I have a project. Something needs to be done with these. So she tore them apart, and I bought the turquoise fabric from Joann Fabric, and she put binding tape around each one so that they'd be firm, and sewed them on there, and then sewed the binding tape around the edges and put a dowel rod in there for me. And now I have a spot for everything. Like, there's scissors, you can see scissors, and there's my little hammer over there, and there's thread in there and all kinds of things in there. So it's all in one spot. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not a buyer of that purse anymore since she moved things. Now I buy Stephanie Dawn out of Ohio. Check her out. She's got really nice bags. On the back of the door, I hung my patriotic little bears that she also finished for me. And then over here is part of, well, no, it's a big part of my Snoopy collection. All my wall hangings and tchotchkes and stuff. And then over here on this wall is my dad got me this cabinet at an antique store, I think in Virginia. Maybe he found it in Florida. No, he got it in Florida. My dad found it in Florida. My dad's a big antiquer, and he thought I should have this cabinet. In fact, I'll walk you guys over there to check it out because it's a pretty cool cabinet. So, oops. So here's the cabinet, and on the top shelf are my Snoopy tchotchkes, and on the middle shelf are my stitches, and on the bottom shelf, just some more tchotchkes. And then this opens up. This opens up. Sorry, I'm not doing very well with the camera. Cute little desk. Some pins. And then it's got 3 drawers to it as well. And then over here is, sorry, I'm really bad at this. My thread case and my grandma's sewing table. I'll open that another time. So, Vanna told me she knew where I could get my grandma's sewing machine operational. It turns on, it lights up, the light works, it needs a belt. So we'll see about getting it fixed, and I'll show you guys that next time. So I hope everybody's having a good summer. I'm having a really good summer. I'm not really looking forward to the big S. That's what I call it, the big S. I start back September 14th. Teachers, September 16th, the kids come. If any of you don't know about him, on Instagram, there's a man named Jerry Brooks. Jerry with a G, right? Jerry Brooks, yeah. He's an educator, he's a principal, and he has the most hilarious videos. So check him out, need a little laugh. So let's look at my haul. My husband is so ready for me to go back to work because I've kind of gone like off the deep end, and today was kind of the worst. I bought a set of Cutco knives. Anybody ever bought a set of Cutco knives? So I'm very excited about them, and the young man did a great job. So, but my other haul, I've been kind of going crazy. He's like, seriously, what did you buy today? And I'm a little worried because I ordered something from the attic and they haven't billed me yet for it, and I bought some stuff from Keepsakes, and I think they must be waiting on stuff because I haven't got notification that they've billed or it's on its way, so I'm in a little bit of trouble. So I bought this book at Hobby Lobby. Our Hobby Lobby moved. We once had the largest, I think it was the largest Hobby Lobby in the country. It was in our old Montgomery wards, and they took the whole thing, almost the whole thing. It was huge, but they didn't have any cross-stitch books. They did at one time, and then they didn't have any more, and they didn't have any leaflets. They had a nice selection of DMC, and they had kits. You saw some of the kits that I got when they put them on clearance, but they didn't really have any books. So they moved, and I found this. Oh my gosh. I don't know why. I think because when I was in high school, I had a pen pal over in England, and I just always liked the look of mail. I love mail. I love getting snail mail. So check out the Scrabble pieces. I don't know why I have a thing for these, but I just love these. Check those out. Feels cool. And then I thought of Arlene Cohen when I saw these. Those are pretty cool. And then when I was a kid, my aunt had a manual typewriter. And when we went to my grandma, my aunt's house, she always let us use the manual typewriter. And we thought it was the greatest thing ever. I wish I would have kept it. But I love that pattern. And then check out the VW Bug bands. So I'm very excited about this one. And then I also got this one. I've been in this, and it's so funny as I'm going through these, I think of people like, Stephanie, look at the kitty cat. I'm sure there's lots of you who love cats. I love cats from a distance. I'm allergic. Check out these birds. Becky the Obsessed Stitcher would probably love these. Gerald's Geo made it. Thought of Pam in the Fields of Remembrance. It's a beautiful piece. And then this was what I was in love with. I've been looking for a peony pattern. I love peonies. They are my favorite flower. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 beds of peonies in my yard. I have a very big yard. I have 4 beds of peonies, and I just love them. And they all came from my yard from growing up. And my dad, when we bought this house, my dad dug up the roots and brought them down to me. And I have 4 beds, and I need to weed them out. I probably need to thin them out a little bit. And my dad when my dad was here one time, he took some and planted them in Virginia. So they're 3rd generation. Look at these pretty flowers, and there's a scissor fob. That's pretty. I think that was it for that one. There's a lot of really pretty pieces in here. And then I went to the hospital thrift store, which always had lots of stuff, and for some reason they haven't had a lot this time. But there was this Cricket collection, book 191. This is from 2000 because there's a millennial piece in here. It says, honor, tradition, enrich today, touch tomorrow at the dawn of the new millennium, January 2000. And the other piece is the work of my hand, and there's scissors. It's hard to see on the cover. There's scissors and like a glove with a heart on it, and little glasses and hearts and an angel. And then these Santa Clauses. And then I found this one. This one looks like it's been a little bit worse for wear, but it doesn't smell or anything, but it's a font book. And I don't usually add too much, but there was some cool fonts in here, and I'm gonna show these really quick. This is what caught me, showing how old school I am. It's cursive, This is the most beautiful cursive writing I think I've ever seen in a pattern book before. This is a Leisure Arts from 1979. Holy cow. I was still in high school. I wasn't even in high school yet. So I really like that a lot. And there's a lot of different fonts in there. If you need a font, you call me. I got a font for you. I'll let you borrow this book. They even had like old word, like I thought of Mary Kroll. Mary Kroll, because it has the Old English, and the Detroit Tigers uses that. So it's kind of cool. And then I don't do coasters, but I liked, and I got this at Hobby Lobby as well. But I like some of these patterns in here, like for a little small or a pillow or a scissor fob. What's in here? Tea, and I love tea. There's fruit, there's hearts, there's patriotic, snowflakes, snowmen, gingerbread men, and I just thought they were so cute. So, I love snowmen. Those were just jolly snowmen. Well, that was my Hobby Lobby. And then I've been watching you guys, and I tell you what, Pretty Southern, you need to start making royalties off me, because you're talking about stuff and I'm up running to my laptop buying stuff. Stop it. I'm gonna have to stop watching it. So she, I think I've told you guys maybe that about the whole home thing with my boys and what they call home. And so I've been looking for a piece for my son, Ben. And I thought I found a piece, and then Pretty Southern was talking about this piece by Lizzie Kate. Home is the nicest word there is. And I thought maybe I'd change this and say, and where your mom lives. So I ordered that off 123 Stitch. They had a lot of Lizzie Kate. And then I saw this piece, Do Small Things with Great Love. I love Mother Teresa. Love her. And so that was the first time looking at the looking at a pattern on 123 Stitch, and that they have a little box below that you could just check, and it'll give you the fabric and like all the threads. And so I checked it just to see what would happen. So I got fabric, and I'm thinking I could do 2 pieces off of this piece. This little piece isn't gonna take this whole thing. And then I got all of the threads. I got all the threads. I don't know that I needed that DMC, but I didn't care. Bright Leaf and Romance. I just love the names of the colors. Pelican Gray. I don't know how to pronounce this. Verdigris. It's a pretty green. Guacamole, which I don't like guacamole. And Madison Rose. So I'm excited about that. Very excited about that. Very, very pretty colors. So what else did Jo enable me into? Oh, she enabled me into the heartstring samplery little stockings that she was doing. So here's the 4th of July. This one is the winter one, number 2. Look how cute that is. And this is number 1. Do you hear what I hear? Aren't they adorable? Well, then I went with my sister-in-law and my cousin. Well, actually, it's my husband's cousin, but I claim her. We went to Nashville, Indiana. If you haven't been to Nashville, Indiana, go to Nashville, Indiana. We went to Nashville, Indiana. I don't think, I didn't buy any cross stitch in Nashville, Indiana. I bought other stuff. I'll show you later. But then on the way back, we had time, and I said, let's go to Fancy Works. So we hauled butt through those winding roads and hilly roads, and we got to Fancy Works 10 minutes before it was time to close. So I ran in there. Oh, it's missing. I ran in there to get some thread. All I wanted was to run in and get Calico Kitty for my Let Freedom ring. Well, you can't just run in and just get thread. You just can't. At least I just can't. So I got some fabric. This is 32 count sea spray. I'm guessing it's just linen. And I got some chalkboard because I got one of Hands-On Design chalkboards. This is 32 count as well. I don't know if that's what it called for, but I saw the chalkboard and I got, so of course, because Joe was talking about 40 count, 40 count, 40 count's the best. And I think maybe was Elena B talking about 40 count too. I got some 40 count. I don't know if my eyes are going to be able to see this though. I don't know what I was, when I was stitching on something that I think is 40 count, and I was struggling today. But I've also had an eye issue, an eye irritation. So I showed you that then we, of course, we just weren't done. So we went to Michael's in Bloomington, Indiana, which is a bigger Michael's than mine, maybe by a little bit. So I got this book, because my Michael's does not have cross-stitch books either. Teach Yourself to Make Biscornu. Isn't that gorgeous? I really like that one on the cover. So I got some because on Instagram and maybe on Flosstube too was this talk about the DMC Colorist. Is that what we're calling it? Colorist? I don't know. It reminds me of the Jerry Seinfeld episode where he can't remember Dolores's name. And he's guessing everything he can because he knows it rhymes with something. Don't say it, McKenna. So I thought that'd be kind of cool. And then for the matching, I got that. So that's what I want to make. But I really like this book because it gives in here, because I learned from driving in the back roads of Indiana, because we also went to antique shops on our way, that I am a visual and auditory learner. I kind of need it at the same time because they were trying to auditorily tell me what to do and it wasn't working very well with me. So I need a picture. So this has a nice, I'm sure I could YouTube it, but this had nice pictures that I could look at and see these. And oh, here's some pictures of the different Biscornus that were in there. But they're all just gorgeous. So I'm excited because I've got that Biscorn nest to make that I was all about. And then Jo, the enabler, she also talked about this one I think she got this as a present. This is by Sherry Wheeler Designs. Of course, I had to go check out Sherry Wheeler. Here she is. This is a cute pattern. This is so cute. So I'm excited about that. And then last week, I told you that Pam enabled me that I had to get the Memorial Park by Praiseworthy Stitches. I don't know if I showed this or not, but here it is again. Praiseworthy Stitches, Memorial Park, because, you know, baseball, love my baseball, watched my Cubs win today. And the Cardinals lost, and the Brewers lost. So last time, Ruth Noble won my little pack that I gave because I had so many subscribers, and I got a sweet thank you note from her today. Ruth is so sweet. She's on Instagram, Ruth Noble. And I must have talked about Praiseworthy Stitches because she sent me some threads. She didn't have to do that, but isn't that sweet of Ruth? She sent me some of the specialty threads for Memorial Park. Tropical Ocean, Schoolhouse Red, how appropriate for going back to school. Ohio Lemon Pie. Is Ohio known for their lemon pie? I'll have to look that up. And Blue Spruce. Isn't that pretty? So thank you to Ruth. She's so sweet. And then while we were out doing our tour of places and we were going to thrift stores, we were going to antique stores. I spent 2 days with Dave's sister Karen and his cousin Monica. Dave's sister says to me, she goes, "You didn't tell me you had a YouTube channel." And I was like, uh-oh. And I said, "Yeah, how did you know?" And she said, "Sarah told me." Sarah's her niece that lives in St. Louis. "Sarah told me." So I texted Sarah, I said, "Did you subscribe?" She went, "No, but I watched one." Well, she's not a stitcher. So anyway, so we were to all these thrift shops and antique shops, and oh, we just had so much fun and laughed. It was so good. I saw a lot of pieces I could have saved, a lot. I just couldn't bring myself to adding one more thing to my house. I've been on a mission to purge and get rid of things. In January, when the year started, a gal I follow on Instagram, Jackie, at Bloom Threads, her name's Bloom Threads, I think she was one of my first Instagram friends, and who really pulled me into the Instagram cross-stitching community. Love Jackie. I just love Jackie. But Jackie was stitching a piece for the start of the new year, and she asked me what my power word for 2018 was. And I'm like, my power word? And that really got me thinking, I really like that. And so my power word for the year has been simplify. And that's kind of been my goal, to simplify things. I've been trying to purge things. I've been trying to let go of things that just don't need to be had. So that's why I left the stitches and I didn't save them. But I was surprised at how many I saw. There was a lot. But I went with Dave's sister to Goodwill, and I saw this one. Isn't this just adorable? And it made me sad because look, it was made in 2017 and it already ended up in Goodwill. That just made me so sad. So for $1.52, I got this puppy. And the initials are AMK. And I'm like, I could just take those initials and the year out. And Dave's sister's like, you can just get rid of the K and you got your initials on it. So, and I could, because they just masking taped the back on here. On the stitches, they just masking taped them. But this frame was I love this color of this frame. So, I just love that. So, I saved some stitches. Okay, let's see. How am I doing? Oh, got that. My whips. So, I think it was Stitch a Latte on Instagram commented that, no, it wasn't, sorry. It was Bendy Stitchy. Michelle was saying that she didn't finish the piece we were gifted at the Midwest Cross Stitch Retreat last October. She needed to get it done. She knew she was the last one. And I was like, shit, you're not the last one. So I got mine out. I don't know that I should show the piece because I don't have a picture of it. I just have the pattern. But I'll show you what I have done. So I got busted. I'm like, you're not the last one because I didn't get mine done. And then Stitch a Latte went, I didn't get mine done either. Angela, let's get ours done. And then Farm Girl said, oh, I don't have mine done either. And we're like, okay, let's finish before Farm Girl. So here's the haunted house. And then it also has a ghost and some bats and pumpkins. On this one, it says, across here, it says, Hallow and then Een. Yeah, that's what it says. Halloween. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Michelle did Midwest and then 2017. I might, if it's okay, I might copy Michelle. Hope she's okay with that. But I think this is 40 count because holy for holies, I've been having a really hard time seeing those doggone stitches, even with my readers on. But I'm also having eye issues right now. I've got dry eyes, and I woke up one morning, my eye was matted shut, so I had to get special drops. That really stinks. Oh, hey look, here's my calico kitten, what I went in to buy at Fancy Works and came out with everything else. So for Let Freedom Ring, because that's the next piece, maybe that's what I did. So here's Let Freedom Ring. I have been cruising along on this. I didn't look at my last video to see what I had still to do, but I've gotten a lot done. So what's missing here, that needed Calico Kitty. In here needs Calico Kitty. So, and like there's supposed to be, there's going to be chimneys right here, fireplace chimneys, so I got to get those done. So, very excited. And then I went to Indiana. I sat visiting with Dave's folks. I got working on my Snowflower Diaries. This adorable dog got almost all of his border. That kind of looks, if I put less white on it and just had a little white right here, it would have looked like our dog Lightning, who passed away. So that's what I've been working on, those 3 things. I did work on something, I got something done for my Midwest Stitchers exchange, but I'm not showing it yet. I don't know why I don't want to show it. Oh, I know why, because the person who is getting it watches my channel, and I know she does. So, yes, I said she this time. So I'm not, it's gonna be a surprise. Then Pam and Steph were talking about Diddly Dadly Designs, and so I started following them on Instagram, and she posted some fabric she was going to be working on, and I liked it, and then I got a message from Stephanie saying, hey, look at that Cubs fabric. Well, how she saw that, it was a little sliver at the very far left that I missed. I didn't see it because just like this much was showing, but Stephanie saw it, and so I sent a message and I went, oh, can I have that Cubs bag? And she goes, oh, it's spoken for, but I'll make you one. And she did. And look at the tab on this, the pull tab. I think you've seen it, but oh my gosh. So, sparkly cups. I didn't need another bag. But as my mother-in-law says, what does want have to do with need? I love that woman. Oh my gosh, I love that woman. Okay. Oh, what else did I get? My monthly subscription to the Jabco Button Company. Here's the summer one. Check that out. And I got a message that they had a Halloween pack. So, of course, I had to order it. My husband's going to kill me. He's just going to kill me. So there's the orange. And then check out the little summer buttons I got. Oh, look. Oh, there's two. Two little flip-flops. And I got, I got fruit. And, oh, more fruit. There's a watermelon in there. Oh, and maybe like an orange or something. And a jar of fireflies. Where'd it go? Check that out, the jar of fireflies. So, of course, I ordered the Halloween thing, so like I need another thing. Okay, so let's see let me check my things. Save the stitches. Oh, I do that. Okay, I'd like to pass some stash this week. I was going through my stuff. I had back 20 some years ago, I had this thing for Winnie the Pooh. I still love Winnie the Pooh. I told you guys that, but I was cleaning up my sewing room and I found this booklet, and I'm like, when I was organizing all my two organizers, I was like, oh heavens to Betsy, I have two of these books. I didn't think I had the pattern because I had a kit and somebody borrowed the pattern, and so I think this is what I needed, and so I bought this book, and I bought it twice. So if someone would like to have this Winnie the Pooh book, they're just adorable. If you would like to have this book, comment below, I'd like the Winnie the Pooh book, and I'll send it to somebody who would like to have it. One of my finds that I found at the antique store, I got a scissor thing, and there were two bowls that were each like the next size up bigger than these. So I was excited to have those. And my husband and I went to the Sugar Creek Arts Festival. It's a festival they have in Uptown Normal, because Bloomington and Normal are sister cities. So I'm next to normal. Literally and figuratively, I'm next to normal. And they have this huge juried art competition, and these artists come from all over and are selling their items. And so my husband and I went, we walked around and looked, and I found this bowl. The guy told me it's food safe, and he told me that I could put this was great for salsa or guacamole, and what to do to keep it so it's food safe. And my thought was like, I'm gonna put like little pillows in it and my sewing tchotchkes in it. So that's not getting it. And then how many of you, raise your hand, love Downton Abbey? I absolutely love Downton Abbey. And I'd heard from someone, I don't remember who told me, that Republic of Tea had Downton Abbey tea. And I found some in Nashville. So I got Mrs. Padmore's pudding tea. Oh my God, it's so good. It's got it's caramel vanilla. Oh my God, it's so good. And then we went into a soap shop. I got this bar of soap, and even my 18-year-old was like, oh my God, that soap smells so good. My husband loves it too. Honey almond. It smells like amaretto. If you like amaretto. It smells so good. She wrapped it in tissue, each one in tissue paper. I put this, I got 2 bars. I put it under my pillow. I could just smell it all day. And then in this place, I got a lotion bar. It's honey almond. It's a Bathology. And so is that soap, a Bathology. So when you open it, this little cake comes out. Smells so good. And you just rub it on your body, and it's thick. And I purposely got this one because my heels, I kind of struggle with them being dry. And so today I rubbed it on my heels. Hey, they're looking pretty good. So I really like that a lot. It's thick though. I wouldn't touch my sewing after putting that on, but it smells so good. Okay, so that's what I'm all into, and I was so happy to know that Heidi Cran is alive. I don't know if I mentioned that in my last video, but she was AWOL for a while, and then she posted. I was so excited. I told her that I was worried about her, and I was gonna like find some Canadian to go search for her to make sure she was okay. So, you know, you guys, you do that to us. Like, Melly Yelly, where the hell have you been? Playing golf and having a good time. Where's your video at? I've told her that. Sorry, I cussed. But, you know, you guys, once you start making videos, you need to keep making videos. Let's see. All right. So, one last thing. So, last time, where did I put them? I pulled them out. Oh. You know, I said my husband was going to kill me. I haven't even shown you the Snoopy fabric that I bought. Okay. So last time I said I was going to pass the stash for my mason jar lineup. It's the mason jars with the flowers in them. And I said, you know, comment if you would like to have it. So the winner of that is, and I just wrote your names on a piece of paper, and I'm picking out of these papers. And Michelle Bendy, you are the winner because you don't have anything to stitch. So I'll get in touch with you, Michelle. And then I said I was going to offer up either the Glory of Autumn piece by Dimensions, the kit, or the, I have to look at it, Faye Governor, the American Eagle piece. So let's see who's going to get that one. Flissy Fish cross stitcher, and she wants the waterfall. So Flissy Fish cross stitcher, send me a message, and I think I'm gonna send this one to Australia. I think I'll send this to you, and you will get to enjoy that. All right. I think that's all I have going on. I'm gonna keep working on Let Freedom Ring because I want to get that done. I have some, I don't know what I'm gonna stitch on next. I've got a lot of little projects. Oh my gosh, I got a whole stack full of project bags over there I need to finish. See, I got my cross stitch, my StitchCon shirt on. I hope everybody's well. I'd like to thank everybody who has been watching and has liked my channel and subscribed. I really appreciate that. My son teases me all the time as to when am I going to make a new Flosstube. And if I'm in here, he comes running in and goes, "Hello, Flosstube." He wants to bust in sometime when I'm taping. It's pretty funny. Post something, comment something below about Winnie the Pooh so that if you would like to have it, I'll see who, and if we have to do a drawing, I'll do a drawing, but comment below if you would like to have it. Please just don't say giveaway. Please be 18 or older. You know, all the regular things apply. I'll mail it anywhere, unless Australia costs me an arm and a leg, but I'll mail it anywhere. I hope you guys get lots of stitching done. I know I am enjoying being in the house because it's really hot out and stitching like crazy. The big S is starting soon. That's why I call it the big S. I don't like to talk about the big S starting. I'll be happy once I get there. I love, love, love my students and I've missed seeing them, but I really like summer. I like having my brain to myself. I like not having to make decisions. I like not having to do paperwork. I really like that a lot. And I think maybe this year's a little bit even harder because my baby's going to college and he's all excited today because he found out which dorm he's in and he found out what roommate he's gonna have, and he's very excited because this new roommate also likes golf, and he's just very, very excited. He cannot wait to go to college. So he'll be in the same town with his grandma and grandpa, and he's really excited about being with them and his other family that are there. So I hope that as well. Stitch away. Make a comment below. I love it when you comment. And I think I'm pretty good about commenting back. And until next time.